Hello there, everybody. How the devil are we all? I am awake. And you know what? I think that says it all, really. I mean, it doesn't really say anything, but it does say nothing. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Just fucking end me. Really. What's this? No. Hang on, what the fuck? Not sure if you're covering already, but it seems that Israel is torturing Greta and others. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Let's have a look. Turkish activist and Samud flotilla participant Ersin Çelik. They tortured Greta very severely right before our eyes. They persecuted Greta. Greta is just a little child. Well, she's not. She's an adult. But that doesn't mean you get to torture her. I'm just saying. They made her crawl. They forced her to kiss the Israeli flag. In other words, they did exactly what the Nazis did. They did it deliberately to her because she was a popular character. That's how it was. But thank God we made it back. So they actually back? Is she back? Like what's... Because presumably if they tortured her, there would be physical signs that they tortured her. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but like, if as claimed by Ersin Çelik, she was tortured very severely, that would be, there would be signs of that, surely. They also blasted Abra at them as Greta is Swedish. You can torture without leaving marks. That is true, Maranaka, but again, it does specifically say tortured Greta very severely. I don't know that you can torture someone very severely without leaving some kind of mark on them. But if she's not back, we won't know either way until later, you know. Yeah, I suppose waterboarding. Yeah, that would be one way, I guess. But again, that doesn't seem to be in the accusation. But either way, it'll be interesting to see. And I say interesting, that makes it sound like it's like just, oh, it's just a news story. No, it will be of note to see if there's any evidence of that having taken place. It doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Like, of course they would do that. They torture everybody. They're fucking evil. But it'd be interesting to see A, if there's evidence of that, and B, what the world does about it, which, I mean, presumably will be nothing, but that in of itself is of note. If that makes sense. It is indeed the anniversary of Cable Street. Indeed it is. And really, the only thing you need to know about Cable Street... I hadn't planned on really talking about it or anything, but... that would help if I could fucking type. Cable cars. Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to type in. You fucking knob.
Amy stands full of love, but it sounds like young Harold lived with hate. Everybody down here knows about the Cable Street riot in 1936, when Oswald Mosley and his black shirts, not a boy band, but a bunch of fascist slags.
Bunch of fascist slags! It's true. They were a bunch of fascist slags. Like, you can argue about the verbiage used, you cannot argue with the accuracy of the history.
And goose-stepping down the street. So here he is, look. Oswald Mosley, the Melt.
Again, you can argue whether you think it's polite to describe it in this way, but you can't argue with the fact that he was, in fact, a melt. He was.
So this is a big Asian community now, but back in the day it was a very Jewish area. And us EastEnders, we won't stand for terrorism, so everybody came together and they gave the Nazis a good kicking. And then the old Bill turned up and gave everyone else a good kicking. Feel like banged up. Yeah.
Anyway, they were officially a bunch of fascist slags. That is official. You can't argue. That's history done properly, everybody. None of your highfalutin nonsense about paleo fucking ultra nationalism, blah blah blah. No, bunch of fascist slags. All right. So the cops went after the anti-fascists. What a surprise! Well, I mean, yeah, that isn't a surprise. But also, to be fair, and I'm about to be very, very harsh towards the police in a second, so don't worry. This is not a thing that I intend on doing very often. But to be fair to the police, there was a riot going on, and they basically kicked fuck out of everyone, which was sort of the practice of the time, really. Yeah. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. My definition of a melt differs, but carry on. Well, Jason, please tell me in which way you think that Oswald Mosley was not a melt, and I will read you to filth. Frankly, it is a good mural, actually. The Cable Street one, yeah, that is true. Oswald Mosley's aesthetics didn't really fit with the national character. Yeah, we're a bit too straight-laced for all that fucking, all of the, you know, we do pomp, obviously, in Britain, but we don't do that kind of bombastic sort of, you know, fascist thing. Look, it's not, the Nazis and their kind of get up, it just isn't, it's just not cricket. I mean, both literally and figuratively. We do like, we like a stupid big furry hat. That's always good. Riding around on horses, that's nice. A nice red coat. Who doesn't like a nice red coat? Well, Americans, but that's a historic thing. Yeah, whereas, you know, the whole doing big torchlight parades, the fuck's that about? I mean, people will just call you a fascist slag at that point. Tell you to go fuck yourself, you melt. You know? Fair enough. Like, Nuremberg just wouldn't work here. Especially because we don't have a place called Nuremberg. Wouldn't make any fucking sense. The Stratford-upon-Avon rallies. It's just not... Yeah, it's a bit overboard. I mean, literally, because the Avon is a river, so... Yeah. Anyway. Exactly, you can kind of tell the difference between British fascism and everyone else's fascism. Nigel Farage is like... Nigel Farage is a weird little frog man. He's really not a strong man type person at all. I mean, Hitler wasn't really a strong man and neither is Trump, but they sort of pretend to be, right? Whereas Farage is like, oh, I'm having a cigarette and a pint down the pub. It's a lot more folksy. It's a lot more silly, frankly. It's like a silly character rather than a big bombastic, like, look at me, I am the Superman. Like, literally, you couldn't pull that shit off in Britain, right? You couldn't be like, I am the Superman. Look, you think you're Superman, you cunt. What the fuck are you talking about? Adolf, mate, you're just making yourself look a melter. Honestly, people are going to start calling you a fascist slag. And the moustache, you just look a bit silly, lad. I know you think you look like Charlie Chaplin, but like you don't. You just look like a knobhead, you know. Anyway. Yeah, no, Farage is playing a character. Farage is a fucking tough. He's not like an ordinary man. He's a fucking weird posh boy twat. Who is absolutely a fascist slag. Be under no illusions. But, like, again, there is a difference between, like, the Hitlerite fucking Orban, Putin, like, big, fucking strong, look at me, I'm shirtless on a horse. Farage isn't that. And that's why, Farage is exactly how you need to do...
The return of the sausages.
The return of the sausage.
I hope Birmingham City get promoted just so you can watch Esteval play against them in person one day.
Thank you. Yes, I did watch the game. Apologies, I was actually going to do that game live on the sports channels. You should go and check out my sports channels. But IRL intervened, unfortunately, so I couldn't. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Kieran, with the biddy bits. Much love. I still haven't even done... How many minutes... We're fucking 10 minutes in, and I still haven't even fucking started my shilling yet. Yeah, Mosley went full fascist slag, and everyone just went, it's a bit much, mate. Here, cop one. Boof. Down he goes, you know. Whereas Farage kind of plays it more as a silly posh boy twat, you know, drinking a pint of real ale. You know, that kind of nonsense. That's the kind of folksy bullshit type of fascism that works in Britain. That's why Farage is successful. If you tried to be Trump in Britain, it wouldn't really work. We don't like that kind of brash character for a start off. It doesn't like... That's why, like... Okay, right. The perfect example is someone like Boris Johnson, right? Boris Johnson is a pure class warrior, right? An upper class warrior. Awful, far-right piece of shit, really, at heart. But he realised you can't go around being like the, oh, let's burn a £20 note in front of a homeless person type of posh boy. You can't do that. You need to be a bumbling, kind of charming, kind of like a... You need to do the political equivalent of trying to be like Hugh Grant in one of those, like, Notting Hill, you know, 4 weddings and a funeral type, you know, the, oh gosh, did I just cut all the funding to hospitals? Oh no, oh terrible. Oh, my hair's all silly. You know, it's that thing. That's how you actually sell, like, right-wing shite to people in Britain. Which, again, wouldn't really work in America or elsewhere, but in Britain. We're our own weird little, well, literally an island, you know. Anyway, that's by the by. Thank you, Kieran, for the bits. And yes, I did see that the Chelsea won today. Liverpool are fucking it up. It's very early days, you know. There you go. You are 19 hours late for the stream, Kev. What on earth are you talking about? It's the Morton. I'm not 19 hours late for anything. What? I literally streamed yesterday. What? I don't know what the fuck you did anyway. Yes. So. By the way, India's back in a roll with cricket. True. They are. Well, boy meets money. What did you think of the controversy of the Indian team not accepting the trophy from the Pakistani lad? I say lad, old man, who is both the head of the Asian Cricket Board and was it Interior Minister of Pakistan as well? Which, by the way, like, how the fuck do you have the time to be the head of a cricket board if you're also the Interior Minister of a country with like 120 million fucking people? Like, what the fuck is... What? You're not taking either of those jobs seriously enough, it seems to me. Anyway. Yeah, it was a bit silly. Remember this year when Pakistan and India were on the verge of nuclear war? I do remember that, and that was small fry compared to the cricket. Honestly, if India and Pakistan ever do go to like nuclear strikes, it will be over cricket. I fucking guarantee. It's none of this like border clashes and like, oh, who gets sovereignty over fucking Kashmir? It'll be cricket. It'll be a dodgy LBW decision or something. You know what I mean? I fucking guarantee it. Also, what the fuck is going on with the West Indies? They lost a fucking series to Nepal. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Jesus Christ. Nepal. It's barely a country. No offence to any Nepalese people, but you know. Oh, God, they were fucking brilliant back in the day, and now it's abomination. Really? Anyway. Now, look, we're not talking about cricket. We're not, okay? So you get these fucking people coming over here, derailing our streams. He offered me goat biryani earlier. I should be being nice, really. So cricket will lead to nuclear war, then everyone will have then everyone will have the Ashes. I see what you've done there, 255. That is a truly grim piece of correct humour. I like it. The entire world will be the Ashes after the nuclear war, yes. Which means at least England will have some of the Ashes, which is not looking likely after the series in the winter. We wait and see. You never know. Stranger things have occurred. Rarely, but they have. Anyway, right. Fuck this noise. I'm going to get on with content. Right. So, if you enjoy my content, and I don't know why the fuck you ever would, but if you do, you can hit the follow button here on twitch.tv/KFLogan1875. You can become a member for $5 or whatever the fuck it is in your particular part of the world. I don't know. Look, it'll fucking tell you. Anyway, you can become a member with Amazon Prime. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's bad. Anyway, yes, you can do that with Amazon Prime. You link that to your Twitch account every day. You link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, you get one free subscription, which you can use on shit channels like mine that need the money. You can gift subscriptions to the community. You can do bits messages, 200 bits or more will get you a text-to-speech. You can do super chats, the Streamlabs link below, $2 or more there will get you a text-to-speech. You can help me on Patreon or PayPal. I've got a Blue Sky.
Stop it. Get some help.
I've got, maybe I should. I've got Blue Sky, TikTok, Instagram, Threads. I've got a Discord. You should go and check out the Discord. If you're on YouTube, hello YouTube. How the devil are you all? You can become a member for 99p. You can give memberships to the community. You can do super chatty chats, which I'll read out. Oh, I didn't do the free stuff, did I? Fuck. You can subscribe for nout. You can thumb the video up, and you can hit the bell icon. And all of that shit, if you wanted to. Thank you, it's the Morton, for resubscribing with Prime. Much love to you, my friend. Much love to you. Curry not agreeing with you. Now, I didn't have curry. I was offered curry, or sort of offered curry, across an ocean, and indeed a continent, because I think he's on the West Coast. Anyway, by Boy Meets Minnie. Who, by the way, everyone go and follow Boy Meets Minnie, who's fucking awesome. Indian/American streamer. Yeah, who said they would share their goat biryani with me, but for the ridiculous distance between the two of us. Yeah. I've done the thing anyway, haven't I? I can't believe... Look, I'm about to do a thing that I'm hoping maybe to put on YouTube, and my mind isn't working. It's just not... It's just whirring, you know? Did you have any keema naan with Curtis? No, I did not put meat into either of our naans. No, that is true. Fucking kill me. Thank you, it's the Morton, for for gigantifying an emote that said "Vote Green." Indeed, we'll get onto that in a second as well. No need to talk about this. That pass, which led to City equalising last night, was sublime. Just wanted to say, bless you. Well, thank you, Madcat. Yes, no, Jay Stansfield is a cut above, frankly. A little bit too good for the Championship. Maybe not quite good enough for the Premier League just yet, but certainly better than anything else we have. Vote blue. Sorry, vote green. No matter your spleen. Yeah. Oh no. Well, that is unfortunate. That is. My hair looks mental as well in that picture. Actually, it looks mental anyway. It is mental. Did Birmingham win? No, we drew 1-1, which is fine away from home. But you know, we did rather dominate that second half. Should have won, but actually had the ball in the back of the one time Kyogo actually finished a fucking chance and the cunt was offside. What can you do? See, now I want to do the thing for the YouTube, but I've got fucking snot going on now. I'm now phlegmed up to the fuck because I just sneezed. And I don't want to sound like incredibly phlegmy. Not phlegmy from Motorhead, that's a different thing. R.I.P. I'd love to straighten your hair and give you an emo fringe. Well, that shan't be happening. It's insane that we could be 2 points behind Liverpool tomorrow. We don't deserve... Well, the Premier League. It's good to see the Premier League being at least vaguely fucking competitive, which is nice. Turn off mic and blow your nose. Suck my dick! Fucking telling me what to do and that. Honestly. I think someone needs to be taken to Spanktown. Clip that. Fucking hell. I made that when you said you had a migraine the other day. Did I say I had a migraine? I don't think I've ever had a migraine. I've had, occasionally I'll have headaches or whatever, because that, you know, I am human, but when did I say I had a migraine? What? I don't fucking know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, boy. You're right then. Okay. Where are we? Right. So we'll start with this. So I'll briefly turn the chat box. No, not the chat box. The alert box off, because I don't want noises distracting me and that. So last... Why is that? Oh, it's no. Okay, sorry. My thing was making a noise, and I couldn't work out why, and it was very distracting because I can't focus tonight. I'm a bit... So last time we checked in with the police, they were in the midst of doing lots of racism and sexism and violence and that. Having, of course, on the same day, accidentally shot and killed somebody. Literally killing as many people at the Manchester terrorism incident at the synagogue as the actual terrorists themselves. Because the police are, even when they're doing something good, fucking shit. And it gets worse, because they thought, what's the best way we can handle this situation? Oh, I know. We'll try and get anti-genocide activists to not do their thing on the weekend because that will offend people. Implicitly sort of saying that Jewish people would be offended by the concept of opposing genocide. Which, when you translate that, means that the police are saying Jewish people like genocide. Which, is a bit of a weird one. when you think about it for even a second. Thankfully, those people told the police to go fuck themselves, metaphorically, of course, by going out and doing their protest nonetheless. The police were obviously just trying to act in a political fashion to try and shut down, you know, a politically uncomfortable protest. And under the guise of, well, we don't want to stretch police resources. Because, of course, naturally, after the terrorist incident, they wanted to have extra police available to protect Jewish and Muslim communities in Britain from any backlash or copycat type, you know, evil shit going down. That bit I'm absolutely fine with. They didn't ask any of the football games that were happening in London not to happen. Those were fine. The hundreds and hundreds of police necessary for those games of football, fine. None of those were ever shut down or even conversations had about that taking place. But the right to free protest, that was being sort of asked nicely to just not be able to use your, you know, freedom to protest, etc. So, yeah. Thankfully, though, the police had lots of resources to deal with the, I mean, truly scary, scary terrorism that was taking place. I'm sorry you have to see that. I mean, honestly, this is as brutal as an ISIS beheading video. These terrorist scum cannot be dealt with harshly enough. Honest to God. I mean, look at it. She's clearly like Bin Laden reborn.
Terrorist group, so you're going to be under arrest. But you have to say something with main highly defensive do not mention question. Something which you later on in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. Essentially for arrest from public defence investigation to ascertain your name and address.
It's a great look, lads. Excellent look.
You're going to walk with me.
I'm so glad my taxes go to this.
Come with me, it's all good for me, love. Right, do I have you? Mr. Walker?
Well done.
Now, if you're thinking, well, at least that was peaceful. At least they're treating people like with kid gloves. You know, that's fine. No. That's, I mean, I've lost count of the number of people with grey hair that they've arrested for being terrorists in the last few weeks. Amazing. Another one here. There you go. Just another elderly man. I mean, technically he doesn't have grey hair because he didn't have any hair, but another terrorist taken care of. Now this one, again, bear in mind here, right? Bear in mind, the police were worried they wouldn't have the resources necessary, but thankfully they did manage to find 20 to 30 police officers to take care of this particular couple of individuals. I mean, look at it. Throngs of police. Dozens of them. I mean, we must be talking like... Did they arrest Hannibal Lecter or something? Like, this, they have come mob-handed to deal with these two miscreants. I mean, it must be real monsters we're talking about here. Real evil, like, I mean, just the worst kind of... That is an old woman in a wheelchair. That is clearly a very elderly woman in a motorised wheelchair. Oh, and there's another one. That one's got a big beard. Absolutely terrifying. I mean, genuinely, to the Metropolitan Police Force, thank you for protecting us from these fucking ne'er-do-well evildoers. These two obvious threats to public safety, apparently. Oh, there's another one. Can you fucking believe this? As if they think this is a good use of public money. That is a fucking blind man. You are having to guide the blind man. So incapable of fucking sight is he. Because he's a terrorist. Apparently. For daring to oppose genocide. Awesome. There you go. There's the two of them. Look at this fucking image. I beg you, as the police, look at this image and think what this will do to any kind of semblance of support for the police. Look at it. You have arrested two very elderly people in motorised wheelchairs who pose absolutely no threat to anybody. In any way whatsoever. Like, I don't know them as people, but they seem like absolutely harmless individuals. And yet you have arrested them in the same way that you would arrest a supporter of Al-Qaeda or Boko Haram. Is this why you got into policing, is it? To arrest fucking 80-year-olds in wheelchairs? This is you protecting the public, is it? This is what I mean when I say, you know, everyone can bring forward like a good police officer. These are the good ones, aren't they? These are the ones who are doing their job. Yeah, these are the good ones. Oh, another elderly bearded man being arrested for terrorism. As you do. Again, they found, what's that, 6, 7, 8 police officers to arrest this one very aged man. A man who is so old he's even hunched over and he has a fucking walking stick. And he's a threat to the public somehow. And again, I mean, look at these just peaceful fucking people. How is this a good allocation of taxpayers' money is a very, very good fucking question. Look how many police officers there are to arrest, I don't even know, just, again, another old bloke. This can't be allowed to stand. This can't be allowed to fucking continue. This is an abomination. Honestly, if the Metropolitan Police Force want any kind of semblance of policing done by consent of the policed, this is an absolute slap in the face. The Met Police need to book their fucking ideas up. Because this is them on a good day, apparently. They arrested like 400 more people. On top of the 900 or wherever it was they arrested not that long ago. Interestingly, the people who were calling for the beheading of the Prime Minister... Not beheading, sorry. Interestingly, the people who were calling for the hanging of the Prime Minister at Tommy Robinson's far right march, they haven't been dealt with. Two-tier policing indeed. What was the crime? Well, I mean, presumably in a lot of instances it will be supposedly giving material support to a prescribed terrorist organisation. That quote-unquote terrorist organisation being Palestine Action, of course. Who, realistically, by any genuine measure of a terrorist group, are not a terrorist group. The beep is less today. It's fucking dying. Can we get some beeps in chat? Can we get some beeps in chat for, I can't give a duck. Would you be okay with this if it was happening to able-bodied people? Because I don't know if I agree with the idea disabled people... Oh, hang on. Ooh. Disabled people should have laws less enforced on them. It's not so much that I would agree with if it was happening to able-bodied people, because again, that last guy that was arrested seemed like an able-bodied guy. He got up onto his 2 feet under his own steam and all the rest of it. So it's not a matter of me thinking that, you know, a disabled person should be treated with kid gloves or anything. The whole point is about it being a danger to society, right? If the police are there to protect us, in theory, from like threats and dangers, someone in a wheelchair, what are they realistically going to be able to do vis-a-vis terrorism? Do you get many disabled terrorists? Let alone very heavily disabled terrorists. Like, I suppose the guy with the hook for a hand, that's a disability. And he was kind of a bit terroristy, wasn't he? So I suppose you can, but like, if you can't even walk, like if you're literally, you can't walk, or the blind guy, what the fuck is the blind guy going to do in terms of terrorism? It's just, yeah, Abu Hamza was the guy's name. He had literally like a hook thing for a hand. He'd lost a hand. Possibly in a terrorism incident. I don't fucking know. Anyway. So technically he would be a disabled terrorist, even. Like, and not just that, but the optics of it are an absolute abomination. You know? Was Captain Hook a terrorist? Kind of, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. There was the fella on Breaking Bad who didn't like Gus. Yeah, technically he did do a terrorism. Actually, would that be classified as terrorism? I mean, it was the murder of a person, but it wasn't really political. It was very much a personal kind of thing, wasn't it? Spoilers for the decade-old piece of footage. Which, by the way, that bit in that show, it was like a great piece of visual, but actually kind of broke my suspension of disbelief when Hector blows, you know, he sets off the bomb with the ding, 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 all that shit. And then Gus Fring walks out, and then you look, and it's half his body's missing. Or half the top half of his body's like been blown away. So he like adjusts his. You see him look at a profile shot of him, and he walks out and he's got his, you know, collar, his tie, and he goes, oh, like that. And then the camera swings around, and you see that this part of his body is like missing. That's nonsense. Like, this is not a fucking sci-fi show. We're supposed to believe that this is happening in this universe, right? With the same, roughly speaking, the same physics that exist here, right, in our timeline now. If the force was so massive that it would blast half of your fucking body and face away, you wouldn't be walking nowhere. Because, for a start off, the rest of you would be mushed. Don't get me wrong, it wouldn't necessarily be blown away, but it would be very badly damaged by the impact of that bomb as well. It's not like it can be localised to just the middle of your face. No, it would tear the skin off the rest of you as well. Anyway. Fucking good show, though. I did enjoy Breaking Bad. Very good show. At least in part because it wasn't done in the traditional American way of, like, everything has to be big and bombastic. Like, it's sort of almost like it's been done with a handheld camera. Like, it's very kind of... Obviously, the later series weren't low budget, but it was always sort of filmed as if it was low budget. And I quite like that. Had almost a Clerks-esque feel to it, the first series. But anyway. Did noises happen? Oh, no, hang on. No, noises didn't happen because I forgot to turn the alert box back on. But I will get to you in just a second. I saw a thing happen. Thank you, Dave B, for gifting a sub. Much love to you, my man. No, a membership, because it's YouTube, isn't it? Yeah. Did you watch Better Call Saul? I did watch Better Call Saul. And actually, I'll be honest with you, okay? Hate me all you like. I preferred Better Call Saul. I really loved Breaking Bad. I thought Better Call Saul was a better show. The characters were much better written, I felt. I'm just putting it there. I was rooting. And the thing is, you know it's a good show, right? When you're rooting for a character that you know already can't win. You know Jimmy can't become the good lawyer that he's trying to be. You know he becomes Saul Goodman, the fucking seedy as fuck guy who's the lawyer for, like, murderers and drug dealers and shit, right? You know he becomes an evil cunt. But he's desperately trying not to be that. He's desperately trying to be, like, a good guy, and you see the world around him grinding into, you know, becoming that person. But you desperately want him to be that. You're rooting for him, knowing that he can't be that. Because you know how it ends. Because obviously it's a prequel. So, you know. Ah, well. Also, the story with his brother as well was fun. I say fun, it was fucking awful. A very heavily mentally unwell person who becomes better and then becomes ill again and commits suicide by setting his house on fire. Not a fun storyline, but an amazing storyline. Another spoiler, thanks. I said spoilers! Fuck off! I said spoilers, don't even start with me. Better Call Saul a prequel. Yeah, Better Call Saul is the prequel to Breaking Bad. Where you find out the kind of origin story of Saul Goodman, the seedy lawyer. Kev being a fascist slag. Let's not make fascist slag into a loose pejorative, shall we? Let's keep the term fascist slag for actual fascist slags. Yeah? Let's do that. Anyway, the Green Party. It's been on the fucking screen for 20 minutes and I haven't done anything. Right. The Green Party. We saw the leader, the dear leader. I wasn't a fan of Al Camino. It doesn't matter. Let's not get into it. Right. Yes. We watched the leader's speech yesterday from conference. It was very good. And now we have the deputy leader speeches. So, yeah. Let's go.
Good morning, conference.
Oi, oi. Natalie Bennett, former Green Party leader, and now one of only, I think, 2 Green Lords, is it, I think? Or members of the House of Lords. Technically, she's a lady rather than a lord, because obviously it has to be gendered, because it's old and stupid.
I'm Natalie Bennett, one of the 2 Green Party members of the House of Lords.
There you go.
And gosh, there are so many of you, and I can still see people pouring in at the back, that I can hardly see right to the back. In 2016, I was standing on this very stage.
Natalie is not Aussie, apparently. Well, she obviously is Aussie. Listen to her. She was born in fucking Sydney. Of course she's Aussie. What? She was born in Sydney, New South Wales. Well, technically in Eastwood, New South Wales. That's Sydney. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Like... Anyway, doesn't matter.
Giving the
Well, listen to her accent. Just listen to her accent. She's as Australian as offshore detention fucking torture camps and cheating at cricket. You know?
Party's leader's speech, as Zach did yesterday. And wasn't that a wonderful speech he gave? And Have you seen all the brilliant media coverage? Now, I've got a great short job to do this morning to introduce the two other members of our wonderful Green Party leadership team. In doing that, I'm going to give you a little insight into what their jobs are like. 10 years ago, conferences went on for 4 days. And I was puzzling everyone going around on that third day in Bournemouth saying, boy, I'm glad I didn't see the sunrise this morning. But hey, the sunrise over the beach is lovely, everyone said. But it's not so lovely when you're there to do a morning TV interview show.
Oh, username was entity has bitten at my mild piece of cricket humour. Oh, I see. I fucking see. And there was me thinking you didn't get snowflakes in Australia. Because it's very warm there, you say. Do you have to be a naturalised citizen to run for Parliament in the United Kingdom? You have to be I think a permanent resident. I don't know that you have to even be a citizen technically. I could be wrong, but either way, you don't have to. You certainly don't have to be born here. No. Again, I think I've mentioned this a million times. Boris Alexander Tefeffel Johnson, was born in New York City. Sorry, New York City. He really was the most devious bastard in New York City. Until he was about 3, and then his dad and mum came back. His dad worked for the World Bank in New York. Yeah, a wanker, I know. Yeah. So you don't have to be from here as such. It's not like in America where you have to be like an American citizen, except if you're born in Canada or Panama, but your mum's American or something. I don't fucking know. Either way, Cenk Uygur cannot be president, okay? We've been through this. Who doesn't cheat at cricket? Well, to be honest with you, if you're not cheating at cricket, are you even playing cricket? Is what I would suggest. You know?
So you have to be there, made up.
Like, most of the rules of cricket are there because someone cheated ages ago. And they went, nope. Okay, we'll write a law to stop you doing that bollocks. Nope. No. What's that? You want to literally knock the ball into someone's fucking head like a lunatic? Okay, well, we're going to make sure that you can't have a field placing that will allow for that. To try and stop you murdering your opponents, you fucking psycho.
Mic'd up, ready to face whatever question might be thrown at you at 6:15 a.m. That's the kind of work that the leadership, the two people I'm here to welcome on stage, are doing for you at this conference. That was good, media.
Oh God. You know what I can't stand? I can't stand homophobia in British politics. And I'm going to have to call you out to the people of Hartlepool. What have you got against the noted homosexualist Peter Mandelson? That you have stripped him of the freedom of Hartlepool? Is it because he is gay? That's the only reason I can think of. I can't think of any other reason why you have stripped this yum man of the freedom of your great city. It's almost like that time you hung a French monkey for being a spy. Oh yeah, and there was the thing with the paedophile thing. Yeah, no, there was that as well. To be fair, yeah, no, he is. I was personal friends with Jeffrey Epstein for many years, even after he'd been convicted. They did indeed hang a monkey. Oh God, have we got to go through this again? Okay. Oh, was it apocryphal? I thought they'd actually done it. The term originates from an apocryphal incident. Oh, okay. Well, apparently they didn't actually do it. I'm wrong. They didn't do it. The apocryphal incident in which a monkey was hanged in the town of Hartlepool. The incident goes back to the French Revolutionary Wars. A French chasse-marée was... What the fuck is that? Is that a ship? Presumably. Yeah, it's a little fucking ship. Was wrecked in a storm off the coast of Hartlepool. The only survivor from the wreck was a monkey dressed as a French army uniform to amuse the crew. On finding the monkey on the beach, a group of locals decided to hold an impromptu trial. Because the monkey was unable to answer their questions. He just spent the time eating bananas, which honestly was contempt of court. And because they had seen neither a monkey nor a Frenchman before, they concluded that the monkey must be a French spy. Being found guilty, the animal was sentenced to death and hanged on the beach. Well, they had a tiny gallows already set up on the beach. What? An earlier and remarkably similar monkey hanging legend was a similar associated song refers to the inhabitants of Bodham, Aberdeenshire, with comparable lyrics and scansion. And the Bodhamers hung the monkey, is plausible. The 19th century Tyneside Concert Hall singer and songwriter performer Ned Corvan had heard and adopted the song while travelling in the Scottish lowlands. Similar stories have also been told of Mavegesi in Cornwall and Greenock in Scotland. In former times, mid war and strife, when French invasion threatened life, and all was armed to the knife, the fisherman hung the monkey, The fisherman, with courage high, seized monkey for a spy. Hang him, says yen, says another, he'll die. They did, and they hung the monkey, They tried every means to make him speak. They tortured the monkey, tiv he loud he squeak. Says yen that's French, another it's Greek, for the fisherman then gat drunky, He's all over hair, some cheps did cry, even up to summick cute and sly, with a cod's head that they closed an eye, afore they hung the monkey, That's grim. Anyway, but what is funny is that the Hartlepool United FC mascot is called Hangus the Monkey. So that's nice. Hangus the Monkey. Anyway, politics.
Coverage for us back then, just after the first Green Surge, when we got to 64,000 members.
Nice.
But now, you can see how many of you are part of it. The second Green Surge is just getting started.
Let's go.
We're climbing fast towards six figures. Imagine, conference, just how good 100,000 members will feel.
Just imagine how 100,000 members will feel. Sorry, is this Bonnie Blue's next thing? Sorry. Sorry. Oh. You can't say it like that and expect me not to do a cock joke. Oh.
That means the media coverage is at a whole new scale, and our two deputy leaders, like Zach, have been racing from interview to interview, hour after hour. It's hard work to get the Green Party message out like that, and I'm sure you all want to thank them for it. It's hard work that we've all got, conference, to change everything. And yes, that's a little advert for the just...
Again, in this image you have two bits of like selling. You got the bold politics podcast, and the change everything book that she wrote. That is the real Sigma grind set. The entire Green Party has gone Sigma, and I'm very much here for it.
The second edition of my book is on sale today in the exhibition hall later. But this is the Green Party, the party that is...
She does sound like Dame Edna Everage. Oh, for fuck's sake, Sully! Now, I've never noticed that about her before, but yes, she does sound a lot like Dame Edna Everage. And now I will never, ever be able to take this member of the House of Lords seriously. So just like every other member of the House of Lords, I imagine. Hello, possums! I suppose I should explain for Americans what that is. Oh, God. Actually, quite unfortunately, a transphobic chap. Whose name totally escapes me. Anyway, Australian comedian guy. One of his characters was essentially a drag act called Dame Edna Everage. And it was a very camp, very kind of like subtly bitchy, I guess, would be a kind of way of describing it. Interviewer of like famous people and stuff. It was very funny. Yeah. So I don't know that there's an American equivalent to that. Barry Humphries was his name. Yeah, there we go. Oh, do we have a link to some Edna? Oh, on with Ed. Oh, okay, Conan O'Brien. Okay, so was Dame Edna known in America then, or was Conan struggling for guests?
Please, have a seat. So wonderful to see you.
Conan, lovely, and forgive me. In contrast to your last adorable little guest, I am not tactile.
Oh, no. I sense you're very aware of your personal space.
I am, and I'm not even very affectionate. I've sought help with this, Conan.
Yes, you have you?
I have.
And has it worked, seeking help for this kind of thing?
Well, it is, but mostly I help other people.
No, you do.
I do, and it's just so beautiful to be here and just relaxing on this lovely show.
Oh, well, that's so nice of you, Dame Edna. Thank you.
I'm a little bit emotional.
You are very emotional. I didn't realize a few things about you. For example, I've of course seen you many times, but in person, your hair color is stunning. Your hair color is breathtaking. Is that a natural hair color?
It is my natural.
Is it really?
You preempted what I was about to say in such a lovely way.
Oh, yes.
It is my natural hair color.
Oh, wow.
I was born with this lovely mauve hair, viewers. I'm the only woman actually on the planet with a purple bikini line.
Wow, that's
something. It is. I mean,
Anyway, so now you know who that is. Now you know what... I mean, I will probably watch her in debate in the House of Lords, because I'm a fucking nerd. Listening to her talk about, like, the curtailment of civil liberties and blah, blah, blah. And all I'll hear is, oh, hello, possums. Because that's it now. Now all I will be able to hear is that.
Democratic and works for a democratic country. So the leaders are also here at conference for you. Just yesterday I heard Mothan speaking at the UCU Union Fringe on working with trade unions, Rachel at the Rights of Nature Fringe. And you'll see them around the conference all 3 days. Just a tip from my old days. If they have their heads down and are marching furious...
What was the drag... How dare you even ask that question? What was the drag character that Paul O'Grady did? I think you mean the absolute queen, Lily Savage. Okay? And Lily Savage and Paul O'Brien... Paul O'Grady. RIPs. Unironic RIPs for Paul O'Grady. Wasn't a transphobic piece of shit either. So significantly better than the drag act we just saw.
That probably means they're on a way to a media appointment. So please catch them another time. Now, these two wonderful deputy leaders of the Green Party of England and Wales need no introduction, but given it's my job description, I'm just going to do it anyway. Mohsin Ali was born and grew up in the wonderful city of Sheffield, was elected as a councillor on Leeds City Council in 2024, and the founder of the Dig It Out campaign, which aims to end racism in horticulture.
Nice, I didn't even know that was a thing.
And Rachel Millward is the co-leader of Weldon District Council, our candidate for Mayor of Brighton, Sussex and Brighton. And you know what, conference, remember this, is a great chance to elect Rachel as one of our first Green mayors next year. Go and help her.
Fuck yes.
And she was nominated as a world-changing woman by The Guardian for her work on the Bird's Eye Film Festival. They couldn't be better equipped as a team to talk about the power of community, to break down disillusion with politics, to work towards the world the Green Party is building. A world...
Oh, as friends, Russ, we're on the same page. I just stopped myself from doing a "why are they making films about fish fingers" joke. Are we the same person? I think we might actually be the same person.
Everybody makes politics what they do, not have done to them. Please welcome Rachel and Mohsin to the stage.
Fuck yes, absolute legends. The Suffolk Queen and the fucking Leeds Leprechaun legend. Who, by the way, is dripped out to fuck. Have you seen this lad? Oh, check him. Flat cap thing going on there. And then whatever the fuck that sash thing is. Look at that. Oh, that is absolutely dripped out. Love it. Absolutely excellent work. You gotta love it. What's not to love?
Thank you so much. It is beyond a privilege to be here, to be standing in service to this beautiful, brilliant party. Beautiful, brilliant, and dangerous.
Yeah, that was kind of hot. I'm just going to put that out there. You don't have to do anything with that information. I'm just saying.
Conference, we are now officially the fastest growing political movement in Britain today. As of right now, I can confirm that the Green Party of England and Wales has more members than the Liberal Democrats.
Fuck yes. That's fucking dope. Because the Liberal Democrats are about to become very possibly the fucking His Majesty's loyal opposition after the next election. And we've got more members. That's fucking dope. Oh, that's really actually very cool. Fuck yes. Clap, 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 clap.
It's the moment. Some of you must have been waiting so long for that. There are so many people to thank, and not enough time to name you. Thank you to those who voted for me.
Obviously, it's fine. You don't have to thank me by name. It's honestly, it's fine. It's fine. I'm very humble.
For my incredible volunteer team. To my Wealdon party. To my... Yes. Go you. To my family, my partner, my community.
Why aren't they
None of
talking
us
about
does
Ukraine?
any of
True.
this alone. I'll never forget that moment 4 years ago, sitting in conference, listening to Zach, hearing him talk so passionately about the interweaving of the climate crisis and global injustice. And I realize
it's not an issue. It's not an issue. No. No, this is not sensible politics. Adults in the room.
Had finally found my political home. If I may be so bold, I'd love to share some of my journey here with you. My parents grew up through the Second World War. They saw Europe at its darkest. And then they watched the founding of the welfare state that would keep mum alive as a single parent in the 1960s. They instilled in me a knowledge that progress isn't a given. History is ours to make. My dad, grappling with his success in business and deep socialist principles, taught me that it's good to pay tax because that's how a good society gets built.
True. Very true. Thank you to... Who said what now? Thank you. It's the Mortan who says, we are just shy about 20 off 8,400. So if we got 20 chatters wanting to join, we can hit that milestone. Of 8,400? What are you talking about? What? I mean, thank you for the bits, but I don't know what the fuck that means. What milestone is 8,400? $84,000 or 8,400 for Scottish Greens? I don't know. What? I'm lost. I'm scared. I'm gonna ring my mum and tell her to. They're confusing me, Mum. And she'll say, "Go away. I'm watching the dancing" or something. Yeah, I mean, join the Greens is is the basic message there, I think. Kev, Marxist capitalism is better than socialism. True! True! Scottish Greens can also join the GPEW. That's the Green Party of East-Westness. I don't know. Fucking kill me. I don't know what the fuck that means. Don't they just have a... Did you mean... yeah, exactly. What do you mean 84,000 members for the Green Party? Because, like, I think they'll probably be okay without my 20. But, like, if 20 people from chat want to join the British Green Party, or the English and Welsh Green Party, go for it. Yeah, you can do that. Oh, England and... well, of course. Hang on, so Scottish Greens can also join the Green Party of England and Wales. How does that make sense? What? I thought they were separate. Well, but they are. Yeah, they're separate parties, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. So, just ignore me, chum. I'm a fucking prick. UK specific, indeed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Green Party in America is dog poops. And not like cute dog poops or anything, like bad, stinky ones. True. What's this lady's name? Oh God, good question. They did just say, so I probably should know. Rachel Millward, who is the joint deputy leader with the legendary Leeds Leprechaun, Mothin Alley.
And that sharing wealth is the best thing about having any. Honestly, I was raised campaigning for a wealth tax. My dad, the MD of a successful business in the 80s, cannot believe the levels of inequality, the obscene excesses of pay and bonuses, and the tax-evading norms that we have plummeted to. So, we always talked politics. We went on anti-apartheid protests. We shouted about animal welfare. I joined Greenpeace. Fast forward a couple of decades, past a career of...
To say that Greenpeace are kind of cringe, though. But, The Czech Green Party is so shit it's already collapsed into irrelevance. Yeah. That's the thing. In times like this, Green politics has two main ways of going. We know she's Rachel Millward, 48, Green Party Leeds, and too young for Lee. Well, no, she's not from Leeds. Moffin's from Leeds. She's from Suffolk or some shit. I don't know, somewhere in the south. Anyway, for fuck's sake. Anyway, Green politicians in most Western countries, I think, have two, or Green parties have two main ways of going. Either they stick with the liberal, nicey, let's just build fucking wind farms and solar farms type green politics, which is basically just liberalism with gardening. It's nothing. Or you have the opportunity to become a genuinely progressive political party. Not by no means selling out at all your green credentials or your policies or plans to try and tackle the climate crisis, because that's still vastly important. But you don't have to make that front and centre of anything. You can just say that's a part of our policy platform, but the more immediate thing is people can't afford to eat. People are fucking, we have a nation of homelessness in a nation of empty Russian oligarch-owned houses. This is ridiculous. How can we have more empty houses than we have homeless people? It doesn't make any fucking sense. And so you can go down that path and remain relevant, and even, indeed, as we are showing here, you can grow. You can find your natural electorate and show that there is, genuinely a group of people in this country that will vote for those policies and change things for the better. This Green Party has chosen the second of those options. Unfortunately, many Green parties across the world have chosen the former because it's easy and leads to their destruction. As so often is the case, the easy answer is rarely the absolutely best answer.
Of driving change through the arts. I had kids about the same time that climate change started dominating the daily news. For the next 10 years, thinking about the future of my small children, I felt a constant clanging eco-anxiety, the agonizing dissonance of horror headlines and carrying on like nothing had changed. Too overwhelming to face it and impossible to look away. And then Brexit. When the crushing news came through at 4 a.m. on that grim summer's day, it landed in me with a nightmarish combination of grief and regret. I'd started knocking on doors too late, but I did enough to know the difference that listening could make. Where were the town hall meetings? We'd let Farage's lies lead the narrative. History was writing itself around me. But history is ours to write. I resolved then to stand up and be a part of it.
She reminds me of a green Rachel Johnson. I think it's just because she looks a bit like Rachel Johnson and she's a bit posh. I don't think she's like Rachel Johnson, though. I mean, she's got, like, a brain, unlike Rachel Johnson.
I grew up walking in mountains, always happiest when immersed in the outdoors. But I have difficult joints and astonishingly bad knees. And my 20s were a decade of quite severe immobility. I couldn't manage stairs for years. I couldn't walk far, and I was very grateful for my blue badge and adapted car.
Now I'm only playing Niall.
The physical pain was horrendous at times. But far worse than that was the pain of separation from my community and from nature. Conference, please, let's always make it a priority to find ways to give people with disabilities much better access to both.
See, genuinely based politics. You gotta love it. Okay, this thing, I know why they're doing it, and that's fine. I'm not going to rag on them too much, but, like, Other people are clapping, so I don't know what difference it's going to make.
It was a long time and a few operations before I was sleeping out in the woods again, hearing the owls, aware of the moon as it moved through the night. The comfort of that night.
At least it's not tiny flags. True. You know what? Yeah, I'll take it back. Yeah, it's not tiny flags, so it's not. It's fine. Yeah.
Was so profound it felt like a homecoming. Rediscovering that sense of belonging has been pivotal in my journey to politics. Tapped into the deep resource of nature. Taking action no longer
Can you
feels
clap
like an
tiny
exhausting,
flags?
impossible mission. It isn't about guilt or anxiety. It's just a way to keep connecting. And we are all connected. The fight for people and for planet is one and the same. The system that has caused such destruction of nature is the same system that rips us apart from each other. The Green Party.
Oh, it's amazing,
stand
8DX,
up for
man.
Nature and communities, people
Love it.
and planet. So one day, a message pops up in my local River Action group. The Green Party were looking for someone to stand in a local by-election nearby. A month later, I was elected.
Flex.
And within 2 years, this small rural party, which had only campaigned for one new councillor at a time, campaigned for 10 and won 11. We won because people in the countryside hate watching the destruction of beautiful green land for inaffordable luxury housing estates that will do nothing to solve the housing crisis.
Honestly, this bit of the speech, because No Justice MTG is at the conference, I imagine we need to check to see how many bones in her hands No Justice MTG broke clapping that hard for this particular bit of the speech. At least a couple of fingers, I imagine. Maybe a wrist, I don't know. I was not waving any flag, unfortunately.
Because they hate a planning system that prioritises profit over people.
Oh, I forgot to even
And because
mention, yeah, the fucking flag cunts have made it to my area now. Thankfully not right next to my house or anything, but like, the fucking flag wankers, there's a shopping, like, arcade bit about a mile that way. And, yeah, they're all the fucking England and UK flags and that were fucking... the flunts. The flunts. Yes, they've the flunts have made it all the way to my area now, and it's like I don't really care. Like it doesn't actually impact my life in any way. It's just like, you know, they're wankers. Like, I assume I'm surrounded by wankers anyway because, like, it's England. Yeah, but I don't need it, like, confirmed. It's like someone spray painted "wankers were here" and then, like, a timestamp or something, you know what I mean? I don't fucking need that shit. I'll try and take a picture if I remember. I don't usually drive that way because it's the main shopping bit for, like, the very local area. If this were our 15-minute city, that would be like the shopping bit. The traffic's quite bad, so I tend to rat race it around the back and pop up. But if next time I'm there, I'll try and remember to take a picture of it for you and show you all the fluntage, as it were.
People who walk by their rivers every day and see the devastating loss of life want an end to water companies profiteering over nature.
True.
That moment of boldness in the Wealden Green Party sprung us into shared power in this patch of Sussex after 50 years of Tory rule. And for 2 years
Sussex,
now,
not
we've been
Suffolk.
doing all we can to help people and nature thrive together, investing in affordable housing, health and leisure centres, nature restoration. We've taxed second homes, and we've declared that our rivers deserve rights. How amazing to be able to help Wealden become greener, fairer, and kinder by the day.
Nice.
And this is happening up and down the country. Whilst our government is bowing the knee to irresponsible world leaders, continues to support mass slaughter and starvation in Gaza, and approves climate destruction at Gatwick, our Green-led councils have been investing millions.
Fair dues, Madcap. Fair dues. What's that? What's the thing the Americans do instead? It's like that thing, isn't it? For clapping or whatever. Don't do that.
In cycling and walking infrastructure, thousands of low-carbon homes for social rent, establishing youth councils, buying land for rewilding, investing in leisure centres, maternity support, community transport. Greens aren't just talking about real hope and real change. We're delivering it. So imagine how much more we will do when we win combined authority.
Jesus Christ. I mean, what the fuck is this? What am I seeing? Limited edition print, 50 fucking quid. Are you mental? I mean, it's correct. That is an accurate depiction of Tory policy, but like 50 fucking quid. That's quite expensive. That's what for Americans. That's about $70. That's quite a lot.
Mayors, when we're holding the balance of power in the Welsh Senedd, and when there's over 30 of us in Parliament. For the sake of our community.
It would be so amazing if they ended up with more seats than the Tories did. And that's not impossible. Like, it's going to be difficult, not because the Tories are going to win lots of seats, but because the percentage of the vote they need to get even just a little bit of movement in the number of seats is quite high, unfortunately, because first past the post is one of the most ridiculously undemocratic ways you could do it. But it would still be very funny. Even just for them to be sat next to the Tories in Parliament would be amazing. Imagine that. The 23 fucking Tories, and then behind them's like, 15 Greens or something. That would be amazing. I think it's amazing how Tory conferences had zero coverage. Well, you say that, chat. Hang on, where are we? Get ready, everybody, for tomorrow's award-winning gerbalism. Because if there's one person trying to desperately rejuvenate the Tory party this weekend, it's Laura Koonsberg. They're the thingamajig, the what do you call it? The fucking what's it called? Not playlist. The guest list. Guest list is the word I was looking for. For her show. Is that it? That's the one, I think, is it? Has been released for tomorrow. Why won't it let me click on that? Profile? No, I don't want profile summary. I want to go to. Oh, is that the same? What? Oh, I don't fucking know. Whatever. Why can't I fucking? It was here earlier. Hang on. Sorry, everyone. This would have been funny if I could fucking find the thing. Laura Kinsberg show. For fuck's sake! Actually, fucking hate you. I hate you so much, you fucking prick. Anyway, the basic point is she's got 3 Tories on tomorrow. I saw the guest list. I don't know why it isn't on her fucking thing. Why isn't it pinned? You dopey fucking twats. Anyway, it's pinned. Anyway, so yeah, yeah, she's got 3 Tories on tomorrow. 3 for the party currently polling. So they'll probably end up with the 4th largest number of seats. She's got, of her 5 guests, 3 Tories. 3. No one from the Green Party. Not even anyone from Reform. Certainly no one from the Liberal Democrats. 3 of them. Well, the first one is the leader, Kevin Badramnog or something. I don't know who the hell they are. I don't know who these people are. But they've got that person. Then there's another Tory who's presumably just taking time out from beating up homeless people or something to appear. And then some other fucking no-name cunt. I don't know. Oh, Sword Bitch. What was her name? The one from the Queen's funeral. Sword Bitch. What was her name again? Someone will know. Mordaunt. Penny Mordaunt. There you go. Penny Mordaunt. Or Sword Bitch, as I'm now calling her. Anyway, she's there. Ah, someone found it. There you go. Okay. There we go. Right. So you've got Shabana Mahmood, who's basically a Tory, but technically in the Labour Party. The Conservative Party leader, Kimi Badenoch, whoever that is. Then there's the Tees Valley Mayor, Ben Houchin, Tory cunt. Lucy Powell, basically a Tory again. And then former Cabinet Minister, Sword Bitch, Penny Mordaunt. So 5 guests, 3 Tories. Don't you just love the fair and balanced BBC? Fucking... Ugh.
And for nature, we must win in towns, in cities, and in our rural heartlands like we've never won before. And Conference, as the very new candidate for the mayoral authority of Sussex and Brighton, I will do my best to carry on that great Sussex tradition started by Caroline of electing Greens. My promise to you, as your deputy leader, is that while Zach's out front, breaking new ground for us, changing the narrative on the national stage, I will help equip this party to win and keep on winning.
I don't want to be rude, because I think what she's saying is good. But she's a little bit boring. She's a little bit posh girl boring, you know? It's not the end of the world. She's deputy leader. I'm sure she speaks to, you know, posh people in fucking Sussex or whatever. And that's what you need in a certain way, to have 2 deputy leaders. One of them's a posh dickhead who can speak to people in Sussex, and one of them's an adorable little hamster from Yorkshire. And now I want Mothin Ali fucking photoshopped as a hamster. Why is that? Why I didn't need to say these things. God almighty. Anyway, who can speak to people from, like, north of the Watford Gap, maybe. You know.
And to achieve the change that we want, it's going to take every one of us flying in formation behind Zach. I'll bring you the training and the peer support you need.
Hang on, John, are you... hang on. What do you mean, help me get... Are you standing then, John? Are you standing for the Green Party in a rural ward, apparently? I wonder how many people will know she's posh. Well, you just listen to her. She sounds a bit posh. She's not bad. No, I'm not. I don't. I'm not being. I'm trying not to be rude because I don't think she's a bad person. I don't. I'm not trying to be like horrible. What she's saying is correct, and I think she probably speaks to a certain type of electorate. It's not my electorate, though, is it? You know. I didn't say she was shit because she certainly isn't.
Need to lead. I'll help us better tell our story.
I did say dickhead. True, but I called myself a dickhead earlier, and I don't think I'm evil either. Like, it's fine. Okay, you've got to bear in mind, I'm what I like to call scum, right? So when I say dickhead, that's not even necessarily a pejorative. That's not necessarily me being horrible. Look at the way I used to talk about Rory Katz. I used to call him all the F's and C's under the sun. And honestly, I'd have murdered entire galaxies to amuse that little fucker. Let alone protect him, you know?
We have the most popular policies. We're delivering so much for our communities, and yet we've hardly begun to share it. There are hundreds of thousands more people who belong here with us. We just need to reach them.
Actually, talking of that, oh shit, I hope I've still got this bookmarked. Talking of, like, the way in which some people in the Anglosphere talk about, use what might be considered pejoratives in ways that aren't really that, in a sort of way. I hope I've still got this. There was an Australian being interviewed by one of the... By the way, amazing image. I forgot this even existed. That's a thing that's there. Deal with that as you will. That's in your head. Where are we? Here we go. Australian bloke being interviewed, right? Just wait to the end. Just listen all the way to the end here. It's fucking amazing.
Would you rather have an all-black national soccer team that wins or an all-white English national team that loses?
I mean, as an Aussie, like, mate, it is what it is. Like, you get the win, you get the win. Ain't about colour, boys. Ain't about colour. It's all about getting the win, mate. So.
Do you think a black guy can be English?
Of course, mate. Yeah. Like, I've only been here 2 months, and like most English fellas I've met, the black fellas, mate. Like, they're good boys. Like, is what it is.
What about Indians? Can an Indian become an Australian?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. We got heaps, mate. You ever been to Sydney?
No, not yet.
Nah, look, like, you know, it's at the end of the day, like, it comes down to this is my analogy, right? If you're a good cunt, you're a good cunt. If you're a shit cunt, you're a shit cunt. Doesn't matter about skin tone, mate.
Perfect. We'll have that piece of absolute poetry again.
Down to this is my analogy, right? If you're a good cunt, you're a good cunt. If you're a shit cunt, you're a shit cunt. Doesn't matter about skin tone, mate.
Exactly. If you're a good cunt, you're a good cunt. If you're a shit cunt, you're a shit cunt. Done. Perfect. Honestly. You need a soundboard. I do need that on a soundboard, 100%. Absolutely.
And I will do all I can to help us raise the money, but it will take us all. And then there will be a day when we sit our grandchildren on our knees and we tell them, first they came for the immigrants. So we hung out flags from all the nations and we said, refugees are welcome here.
Okay, that's... I know what she's doing there, but I thought she was going to go a bit bolder with it. But I you know me, I like a bit of Niemöller. Absolutely. Not his early Nazi thing, the when he realised that Nazism was bad.
They filled our rivers with shit, poisoning the veins and the arteries of these lands. So we became friends of the river, brought the water back under...
Okay. We became friends of the river. See, this is what we need to avoid in the Green Party. Is sounding like fucking hippies. By all means, say we take back ownership of the fucking rivers. We stop them pumping shit in there. We find any shit in there, we're arresting cunts left, right, and centre. For every turd in the river, a CEO gets imprisoned. You know, that's fine. But like, oh, friends of the river. Oh, river friends. Oh, you friend of a river. Shut the fuck up. Fucking hippie nonsense, man. You don't. That's not the way to win anybody over. Hugging a tree is mental. Saving trees from being cut down is good. Like, come on. You know I'm talking sense.
The public control, and we gave our rivers rights. They extracted billions from our economy whilst our public services crumbled. So we taxed assets, not work, and revived our welfare state. They tried to take over our media, but the artists, the storytellers, the digital prophets flooded the airwaves with hope.
You're very welcome. Honestly, I didn't expect the personal shout out, but I do appreciate that. Thank you. And likewise, chat, if you want to pay your tithe to the digital prophet that is the Kev, peace be upon him, you can do so in the form of bits and subscriptions and memberships and super chats and all of that sort of jazz. I'm waiting.
Tried to divide the women because they knew that women have the power to change the world.
See? Transphobia bad. Good. Yeah. Good. Good messaging. Love it.
But we looked our daughters in the eye and we took each other's hands and we set to work. They gathered the richest men on earth to fund their lies. But we gave our fivers and all that we could spare. And because we are...
To Kevin Logan specifically. That's the person you need to give your fivers to. Thank you, Dale. Not Dale. Fuck's sake. Thank you, Dale. You know what? I'm calling you Dale from now on. Bollocks to it. Thank you, Dale, with 100 bits. Much love. Pocket sand.
We are many. Our fivers became hundreds. The hundreds became millions, and it was enough. They tried to radicalize our young men, spreading misogyny to fuel the army of the far right. But our young Greens, sparkling with brilliance and bravery...
See, again, I'd like to say she's now given me a personal shout-out, but she did say young. I'm not sure I can really pull that off anymore. Fat old Greens? I can do that. Yeah. You're not going to do Xanderhall stuff and start saying you need to donate to me to get green like I did.
If you give Kevin the monies, he might eventually earn enough to pay his mods. Give Kevin all the monies.
That's true. That's actually true. I'd love to be able to. That would be fucking amazing. Although I have to say, I am a ruthless employer, okay? Any talk of unionisation amongst the mods will be viciously stamped out. Very Cheng-pilled. Funny. Is Zan still streaming? I don't know. Hopefully not, but probably. Yeah, Kev, Green's pushing 40 unite. Fuck yes. Oh, I'll just punch the fucking microphone. Can we viewers unionise? No! Unions are bad. They're evil. Probably, I reckon. I don't know. Thank you, Wayward Historian, with Biddy Bits. 1312. Randomly numbered Biddy Bits. Who knows? Who knows what that means? I don't know. It could mean anything. And thank you, It's the Morton, for Gigantifying. We're on a hype train. Exactly. The only green Kevs loves is US money. Because US money is green. And no one else's money. Because... Actually, why is US money green? It's a fucking horrible shade of green as well. Ugh. Not as bad as the UN's green, naturally, but... yes, yeah, if we get to level 2 of the hype train, I will finger the Tory party because it is dead. Literally fucking... So dead, they're trying to revive its corpse tomorrow on Laura Kay. That's not even Weekend at Bernieing it. That's like digging up its fucking corpse, its festering corpse, and being like, oh, it's still good, it's still good. Thank you, It's the Morton, for gigantifying a separate emote. Much love to you.
Showed that another way was possible. They brought hate to our streets, but we remembered that hate cannot drive out hate. So we made them a cup of tea.
True. I mean, it might not be able to drive out hate, but it's all I have. So I'm going to continue to hate fascists because that's the only gear. That's the only gear I have. It's the only club in my bag. Okay? That's all I can do. Because they're fascist slags. To quote one of the great moral and political philosophers of our age.
The return of the sausages.
Thank you, Swirly Curly with Biddy Bits. Much love to ya.
And we had a chat. And as we listened, we felt fear subside. And they joined the trade union and we fought for our rights together. They thought we would give up, but we kept coming together, picking...
I love coming together. Or separately, whatever.
...each other up, fanning the flame, and we never, ever stopped. That is our story, if we choose it now.
Clap, 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 clap.
Now, the darkness is still descending.
What, the band? I believe in a thing called love. Anyone getting these 20-year-old rock and roll references? No? Okay.
But friends, I wish you could see what I can see from here. Because it takes a certain kind of darkness before you can see the stars. Every one of you walk through that door today because you are ready to serve our people and our planet. You each carry the flame of hope. And friends, it's time to blaze. There are no heroes on the way. There's just us and that fire.
She is hotter than Nigella Lawson, and she's not producing, like, wank fodder for fucking 50-year-old divorcees at home pretending to listen to a Roger show about cooking when it's actually just softcore pornography. Yeah, that's right, I'm calling her out. Oh, look at me, I'm licking yet another spoon with some chocolate on it in a suggestive fashion. Also, pronouncing it microwave is ridiculous. Ridiculous!
Together, we've got this. What a time. What a time to be alive. What a moment to be green. Thank you.
Yeah, and her dad was Tory scum. That's not really her fault, but that is true. Is Nigel Lawson dead yet? I hope so. No, not Nigel Farage. That's Nigella Lawson. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, Nigel Lawson. Fucking cunt. Yes, he's dead. Fuck yes. Oh, that means I'm going to cop another fucking 7-day ban for celebrating the death of fucking Lawson. Oh, God, look at his fucking face there. That is grotesque. He died in 2023. Can we get some lols in chat? I missed this one, I think. Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. We can do a retrospective. We can do a retrospective on this motherfucker. Crabs, motherfucker. Crabs. Should probably explain for Americans, he used to be Chancellor of the Exchequer. And a Tory cunt. Nothing of value was lost with his death. So much so that I'd missed that he was even dead. Woo! Have I broken the costume? Well, the costume still works, but it's over there and I couldn't be bothered. But to a degree, I have broken the costume in as much as that black thing you see on the wall there, this thing. Hang on. How do I make it? There we go. There. That is the eye. One of the both eyes came off, and that's the one that remains. I stuck it onto the wall with blue tack. So in a sense, I did break it. That is true, but structurally it's still intact. I just haven't... I couldn't be bothered to put it on. He probably knew Epstein. I'd be very surprised if his name wasn't in the book. Yeah. I don't know if he was yum-yum friends with him, but he was. He probably would have known him, I imagine, yeah.
It's you guys! It's all of you! Woo! Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One of the greatest pleasures of this last few weeks has been getting to know my fellow leaders. It's an amazing team. It's incredible. And so it's with great joy that I'm now handing over to Martin.
The magnificent hamster of Leeds. He's a little lad. Look at him. Look, we stan our short kings, okay? And our short queens and our short queens. Which is a non-binary monarch, of course. Absolute legend. Muffin. Oh, we have to call him Muffin. His little Muffin. Oh, Muffin. That is cute. He's a cute lad. Look at the drip, though. That's mental. Fucking love it. Absolutely love it.
At least I got me a box this time. So you're all expecting me to say something controversial or or shout Allahu Akbar. But what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to share a little story with you. And it's one that I think we can all learn something from. Now, I was always an anti-racism campaigner. And about a decade ago, I was working on a campaign around the PREVENT strategy and laws that institutionalize Islamophobia.
Yeah, this was the guy, he became basically well known nationwide for, like, putting his body on the line during a fucking riot in Leeds, where he was, like, literally pushing people away. And the right wing, being the kind of hateful scum they were, it was a picture of him dragging a wheelie bin that was on fire away from the riot situation, and they took a still image of that and said, "Oh look, another Muslim doing violence or whatever," when he was literally in the middle of it, putting his own safety at risk to stop violence, because the right wing just wanted to like demonize a brown lad. It's not about integration. It's not about identity or fucking anything else. You know, the financial insecurities and anything like that. They're racists. They're fucking racists. It's a prayer mat, by the way, Kev. What is the thing on the sash thing? Is that a prayer mat? Okay, cool. He's very drippy. Love it.
And I teamed up with a guy called Shahab, who's now one of our Leeds coordinators, and another guy called Joe Salmon, who's actually a Bournemouth councillor. We organised hustings, deputations to Leeds City Council, and even a conference on Islamophobia. And this is where the Baroness of Manor Castle comes in, our very own Natalie Bennett.
Dame Edna, fuck yes.
So Joe arranged the actual leader of the Green Party to come up and visit us in Leeds and talk to...
That's a solid meme. Fuck me. Muffin! Fuck yes. Don't worry about the size of the fucking prayer mat, okay? The Muffin could use a fucking postage stamp as a prayer mat, okay? He's a king.
About some of the issues that we were facing. And I'm sharing this story not to reminisce, but to highlight something that's quite rare today. The willingness to engage in uncomfortable conversations, to show empathy, to show kindness. And that's something as a society we're fast losing. Something as a party we can teach others. And at that point, I was on the cusp of leaving the Labour Party and joining the Greens. But then something happened. Jeremy Corbyn got elected. And we all know how that turned out.
Hitler.
And then to Starmer, who in 2010, who in 2020 during Ramadan refused to attend an iftar meal. Now, iftar is at the end of fasting, when you sit down with people, regardless of their background, regardless of their political beliefs, regardless of any differences, you sit down and you share and you break bread. But Starmer refused. And he refused because an organization who provided tents to displaced Palestinians was going to be there.
He does love him. He's happy to break bread with genociders, though. Because, you know, he's a cunt. Sorry, a flunt. My bad.
And that was it. I couldn't take it anymore. And I did what I should have done 5 years before that. I cut my Labour card up and I joined the Greens.
Hamster King.
And right now, there'll be lots of people asking the same questions to themselves and wanting to do the same thing. So my question to you is, what's stopping you? Only in the Green Party are you free to speak. Are you free to stand on principle, regardless of whether it's politically convenient or not? In Zach, in Rachel, and in myself,
Muffin.
We have a leadership team that's brave, is unapologetic, and unafraid to confront difficult issues. We won't bow down to right-wing pressure or hide away. We're kind, but we're also ready to show our teeth.
Good lad. Good lad.
That's how the Green Party is different. And that's exactly what society needs right now. Last year, we had the Farage riots.
True.
This year, we had 150,000 people march through the streets of London behind Tommy Robinson. Across Europe.
But thankfully, they didn't say the thing that you're not allowed to say, which is, I support Palestine action. Which, again, you're not allowed to say that. That is terrorism. You can't say it. You'll go to jail. Because if they'd said that, I mean, they'd have probably arrested them, I imagine. Because that would have been terrorism. Whereas apparently just you know, threatening ethnic minorities, you know, being generally racist and bigoted, threatening violence against the Prime Minister, that's all well and good, apparently, according to the brave chaps at the Metropolitan Police. Yippee.
You've got the rise of the...
No, I didn't say the phrase, boy meets many. I said specifically not to say the phrase. Okay? I didn't say I support Palestine action. I said you're not allowed to say I support Palestine action, thus not saying I support Palestine action. Are you hearing my words here? Okay? There's no terrorism here. I won't have law breaking in this stream.
Far right. And in America, we've got the rise of Trump's fascism. And I don't use those words lightly. They bear all the hallmarks of fascism.
Yep.
They point... They point at an external threat so they can consolidate power.
True.
They point at black and brown people. They point at Muslims. They point at immigrants and say, there's the problem. They're the bad guys. To hide away from their own failures. It wasn't immigrants. It wasn't Muslims. It wasn't black and brown people that privatized our key infrastructure.
True. True, but where are your tiny little flags? I don't see any tiny little flags, Muffin. And therefore, incorrect. Because no tiny flags. Although for him it would just be a normal sized flag, I imagine. But you know.
That sold off our key services and sold off our council houses, that dismantled British industry, that underfunded the NHS. Immigrants are the backbone of the NHS.
Oh God, yeah. Don't do the. I've just realised that. Don't do the green backdrop. Don't do the fucking green screen. I bet there are some fucking badass edits from this conference. Oh look, here's Zach Oh shit. Look, here's Zach Polanski under the sea. Ho ho ho.
Now, my dad wasn't a tool maker.
Yes. True.
My dad, he made the steel that made the tools.
It's solid memes. It's solid memes. Oh, the Muffin Man memes.
My dad was part of the Windrush generation. And remember, people came from the east and they came from the west, all over the Commonwealth. Like many immigrants of that generation, they worked hard to build this country back up. And my dad literally made the steel that was used to build this country back up.
Yeah, he's from Sheffield, literally the steel city. Albeit they don't produce steel there anymore because no one produces anything in Britain anymore. But they used to.
And unlike Labour, we're not going to follow Farage, and we're not going to start blaming immigrants. It's time to celebrate immigrants and not demonise them.
True. Clap, 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 clap. I'm giving you an audio commentary. Clap, 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 clap.
Now, for those of you that feel left behind, trust me, I know your struggles. I've lived in poverty. I've lived knowing hunger. I remember having to ration milk in our house so my brothers and sisters could have enough milk for the cereal.
Oh, did his voice do a little crack then? Oh, sad muffin. Can we adopt him? I wanna scritch the top of his head.
I've experienced homelessness. And we thought we'd made it when we got into a council house.
Get the fuck, Nick, I'm not playing with all these mutants.
Jesus Christ. Well, that noise alert couldn't have been any more horrifically timed. No. Fuck me sideways.
Get some help.
Okay, for the welcoming raiders, I'm Kevin Logan, a socialist from the UK. You can hit the follow button. You're the bit, right? We're currently watching Martin Ali, who's the new co-leader of the Green Party here in the UK.
Get some help.
Who's just in the middle of a really emotional, sincere bit from his speech, where he's explaining he grew up in poverty and how his family got a council house, which is I suppose a house in the projects or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Victory is ours.
And it was really beautiful and touching. And then the noise alert for my raids is a thing from a Scottish. What's the game they call it?
Ladies and gentlemen,
one of these fucking games where they shoot people.
Victory is ours.
Call of Duty, Scottish Call of Duty thing, where it's get to fuck. I don't want to play with all these mutants.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Victory is ours.
It is not Limmy. No, it is not. Hang on, I'll show you the. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'll show you it's Scottish COD players. Hang on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Okay, thank you to all the new people. I will be turning the alert box off, because if I hear that fucking phrase again, I'm going to lose my shit.
What, but I've got Adidas Classics, mate. I've got a Nike Air Max. What you on about? Adidas Classics? Adidas Classics cause of your dad's your fucking space.
I've actually got my most slippers on. They're fucking Ugg boots, they're no slippers.
They're not Ugg boots, they're fucking slippers, right? They're not my Moz, they're mine now, I swipe. What, are you going to fight me with your wee sister socks on, your Moz Ugg boots on? Is that what you're going to do? Well, fucking come on then. You just put me off, you fucking dick! I would do you with fucking no arms, just sit and wobble my fucking stumps and knock you clean out. It's called Just Juice. Just thank you.
Just fuck right off.
Shut the fuck up, Noodles, before we all stop trying to fucking your nose. Shut the fuck up, you fucking toasted limb before I fucking clothesline you into a front flip, a back flip and a fucking cowardly roll. Why the fuck are you chilling out down there, who didn't you? Fucking Bear Grylls? Fucking fat grape.
Anyway, you get the idea. It's from one of those things. It's not Limmy. Anyway, so it was very poorly timed, but thank you to James from the internet, who couldn't possibly have known how poorly timed that noise alert would be. Anyway, Yes, everyone go and follow James from the internet, who is a handsome cunt. We had good cunts and shit cunts earlier. He's a handsome cunt. Thank you to James from the internet, aforementioned, for 52 months. Legend. Thank you to the quiet one with 38 months. And thank you to all of the new people. Honestly, I will suck all of your dicks. And if you don't have a dick, we'll sort something else out. Maybe we'll just go and get a sandwich or something. I don't know.
Your enemies aren't other poor people. Your enemies are those that extract wealth from our society to fill their coffers.
Legend. Absolute fucking Muffin is a legend.
They pay slave wages so they can bump up their bottom line and exploit workers so they can fly in their luxury planes.
Muffin, if you keep doing the voice thing, man, and I know you're emotional, but I'm going to start fucking crying, mate. No one wants to see this. My mascara will go everywhere. I'm not wearing mascara, but, you know. If I were, that would be a problem. I've turned the alert box back on now, so you can give me money to wear a bowler hat. I already own the bowler hat, but if you request a bowler hat, I will wear one. Thank you to It's the Morton for four separate times gigantifying the Vote Green emote. Anyway, I'm just trying to say something funny so that I don't start crying about Muffin. Okay? We don't need this shit. I've got a fucking reputation to upkeep.
And as a counsellor, it breaks my heart every time I have to pick up the phone and hear of kids not having enough food to eat, kids going hungry, kids not having the right school uniform, not having shoes to put on their feet. It's 2025 and we're one of the richest countries in the world. This shouldn't be happening.
True. No, I don't. Muffin. I'm getting fucking emotional. What is this woke nonsense? I don't need this shit.
We've had 40...
Politics is just supposed to make you angry. It's not supposed to make you feel other things. For the love of God.
years of Tory austerity, followed by another year or so of Labour austerity.
Ironic slip of the tongue.
Kids are going hungry under a Labour government. Can you believe it? We need to end the two-child benefit cap now, not later.
True. Should have happened on day one. Like, it was such an easy win for the Labour Party. Get in, scrap the two-child benefit cap. Easy. But no, that's not very sensible politics. That's not very adults in the room. We need to continue to starve children so that Rupert Murdoch is happy. Blood for the blood god.
The two main parties have failed. They've failed the British people. And it's time for a credible alternative.
True.
It's time for people who know their roots, who won't sell out no matter what.
No, again, very specifically for the Americans, especially the new people who might not be familiar with this, if you're from the James Raid, etc.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Victory is ours!
Welcome in, Science Politically. Welcome to the Kevolution. Yes, the Green Party in Britain. Firstly, it's the Green Party of England and Wales. There's a different one for Scotland. Anyway, let's not go into it. The Green parties in these parts of the world are very, very good. And they are absolutely nothing like the American Green Party, which is essentially a crazy witch character who pops out every 4 years to get you to vote for the Republican by pretending that Vladimir Putin's awesome. Which is a weird description when you think of it, but that's actually just what that is. So, you know. I'm not crying, it's just been raining on my webcam. It's fucking awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Don't remember. Oh, God. I do need a comedy break, otherwise I'm going to start fucking crying. So.
I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids.
Oh, fuck you,
and an IQ
adverts.
of 160. This is where he attacked her, and I work with the cops.
You're waiting on me to leave so you can poke around without a warrant, aren't you?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Disney Plus. I hope you die.
I'm not crying. I'm not crying. It's just been raining on my face. And if you think you see some tear tracks down my cheeks.
No, I've got ad block, right? Look, hang on. If you go over there, look, you can see the little red hand. I've got ad block, but YouTube are what I like to describe as a bunch of cunts. Whereas if you use ad block, they strangle the fuck out of your bandwidth, which is a nightmare if you're trying to stream. So. You have YouTube Prime? No, I'm not fucking paying for YouTube, you mental.
Please, please, don't tell my mates I'm not crying. No, I'm not crying. And if I am crying, it's not because of you, it's because I'm thinking about a friend of mine you don't know who is dying.
That's right, dying.
Well, these aren't tears of sadness because you're leaving me. I've just been cutting onions. I'm making a lasagna.
For one.
I'm not crying. No. There's just a little bit of dust in my eyes from the path that you made when you said your goodbye. I'm not weeping because you won't be here to hold my hand. For your information, there's an inflammation in my tear gland. I'm not upset because you left me this way.
My eyes are just a little sweaty today.
They've been looking around a lot, searching for you. They've been looking
Your
for
voice
you,
is beautiful,
even
fuck
though I
off.
told them not to. These aren't tears of sadness, they're tears of joy. I'm just laughing. I'm sitting at this table called love, staring down at the irony of life. How come we've reached this fork in the road, and yet it cuts like a knife?
I can't even get that high.
I'm not crying.
Honestly, between these and the hacker, I don't know which is the best thing out of New Zealand. I really don't. Brendan McCullum was pretty good too, to be fair. Anyway, the point is, I'm not crying. Okay? Just saying.
What? If you really want to take this country back, then join me in taking it back from the service of the billionaires to the service of the ordinary people.
Fuck yeah. Clap, 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 clap. That's audio commentary, bitches.
Now, I couldn't be up here without speaking about Gaza, or as in the news they say, Gaza. The children there are also hungry, and they're also afraid. And I feel sick that this Labour government's lack of action, the way they've stayed...
That's not really true. They haven't lacked action. They have massively ramped up the amount of arms we've been selling to the Israeli government to do the genocide. As well, of course, as continuing to give them diplomatic cover at the UN and elsewhere. And, of course, doing reconnaissance flights by aircraft from RAF Akrotiri in Cyprus, giving real-time reconnaissance information to the IDF to help them better do the genocide. So there hasn't been inaction. There's been a lot of action to help the genociders. I think the British government might be quite evil. What do you reckon, chat?
Silent in the days of escalation, and just an example being how food has been used as a weapon. Now, last year I stood in front of you at a conference, and we passed a historic motion recognizing what's happening in Gaza as genocide. Labour members are just waking up to that. So once again, where we lead, others follow.
True.
Now I want you to look around. I mean, really look around.
There's no one here.
Put your glasses on if you need to. Look around at the people sat next to you. These are the people on your team.
Oh, I'm on my own.
These are the people who have given up their time.
I don't like people anyway.
They've given up their free time. They're giving up their own money to stand with you and say, we're not going to stand by while Labour take us for granted. We will take care of our communities. We will stand up to the racists and the homophobes, because that's what we want, a society that looks after each other.
Team Kev, we stand with... Oh. And there's Gil. Gil's just over there. For those new people here, I've got a friend called Gil. He's an Irishman, Mr. O'Teen. Mr. Gil O'Teen, who is a very storied history in. You lived in France for quite a while, didn't you? Yeah, and occasionally he pipes up with, you know, if say for instance, rich people start doing some funky shit, he tends to get a bit. He's got things to say. Let's just say that, and he's definitely real, and it's not just a thing that I use to deal with difficult issues by palming it off onto a fake character that isn't a real thing. Kev, will you be standing for the Greens? Absolutely not. Not a fucking chance. Have you met the British electorate? I'm not asking them for their vote. Fuck that. Oh my god, the public are garbage. I'm joking. Nah, I don't want to stand for election. Frankly, I want people significantly better than me to be elected officials. Now, unfortunately, very few of them are. They're mostly like, you know, genocide supporting scumbags. But I want better people than this. So if I want people better than me to be in Parliament or council or whatever, I'm not then going to stand myself. If that makes sense. All you have to do is promise to pay the binman. Well, It's not quite as simple as that, but like Labour are going to get fucked in Birmingham, that is for sure. And rightly so. They've ceded moral high ground and the literal high ground to the rats. The rats have taken over the city. And I, for one, welcome our vermin overlord.
We want a society where our children can go to the best schools. We want our sick to be treated in the best hospitals. We want clean neighbourhoods. We want a set of universal basic services now.
Yes.
Not having these things is a political choice.
True.
So when they say there's no money, what they really mean is there's no money for you.
True. Yeah, the idea that there isn't enough money. We're the 6th largest economy in the world or whatever. There's plenty of money, it's just you can't fucking have it. The rich get to have everything. Like, 20 people own all of the things and you get to just sort of die. And if you could do so quietly without noise or making any fuss, that would be awesome. Thank you very much.
There was money for the banks when they needed bailing out.
True.
There's money for tax breaks for the billionaires and the mega corporations.
So here's where Gil gets a bit angry. He's reminding him of things. Yeah.
And there's always money for war. It's time for our governments to start putting us first. It's time for our governments to put our futures first. And it's time for the rich to pay.
Okay. Now, 8DX man. When I said I wanted him as a hamster, I wanted his cute little face, like, essentially photoshopped onto that of a real hamster's body, right? What you have done is possibly genuine. It might be a hate crime. What the fuck is this? What have you done? No. It was supposed to be a cute thing. What you've done is created some sort of Der Stürmer-esque fucking hate image. That's fucking wild, my man. Jesus Christ. Oh no, I don't even know if I can have that on the screen. It does look like a new emote. Oh. Fucking hell. Genuinely 8DX man, bless you for trying. Bless you for trying. Oh. Revise and resubmit. Oh. There's no fucking way I can get that as an emote. Oh, hang on, I need to just... My fucking head hurts. I laughed too hard. Oh, yoy. I laughed too hard and now the temples fucking head hurt. Oh, that was too much, man. Fucking Jesus Christ. Okay. I think the pressure is equalised now. Now I'm definitely crying. See, but crying in a good way, in a laughy way, that's fine. Oh my God. The Raiders must think it's... We don't usually do, like, hate propaganda on the stream. We rarely do that, okay? I'm not saying we never do that, as you've just seen, but rarely do we stray into those territories. We're usually not right. Fucking hell. No, bless you. Genuinely, not 255, fuck's sake. 8the X-Men, I appreciate your input, but that was not your finest work. I think we can all admit that. Okay. You said draw him as a hamster. Technically, I said I want his face on a hamster. I didn't say you had to draw anything. Kev's getting banned again. Probably, yeah. And you know what? I'm not sure ethically whether I could realistically challenge it. Like, it wouldn't matter anyway, because you put in a fucking appeal and a robot rejects it within half an hour. So it doesn't make any difference. But I don't know that ethically I could even contest the ban. What's this? See, this is what I... Well, actually, no, that's... Okay. This is sort of what I wanted. I mean, I wanted his face on a... literally just his face on a hamster would have been enough. But this will do. By comparison to the last thing, which, again, was Der Stürmer-esque, that is fine. That's just Mothin Ali as a hamster man. That's fine. I'll take that. I'll take that. That could be a new emote. Muffin the hamster. Could become a channel mascot. Absolutely fine. Oh. Okay. So we all saw what we all saw, okay? We will never be able to unsee that image. But we will have to continue with our lives. So, never show that to it, obviously. I only showed it on stream because it was fucking brilliant. And not in the way that it was intended to be brilliant, but it was fucking hilarious. Hey, hello, Mixed Vivian Wolf, how are you? I don't like him, don't trust him. You don't trust Muffin? What? What's wrong with Muffin? He's a good lad. He's a little hamster man. Not in every guise as a hamster. There are some depictions of him as a hamster that, you know. He didn't sign the LGBT pledges. Really? I didn't know this. Do you have a link for this? Mixed Vivian Wolf. I know you said mixed Vivian Wolf, which wouldn't... I mean, yeah. Only deputy candidate not to do so. Really? I didn't know that. That is a little bit weird. He didn't sign any pledges at all. Let's have a look. What's that? Whoa. Deputy Leader. Pledge 1, LGBT. Martin Ali, no response. Pledge 2, LGBT, no response. Pledge 3, no response. He's not responded to any of this. No response. He just hasn't responded. Okay, well, that's obviously not ideal. But yeah, I mean, for anyone interested, all of these different pledges, he just didn't respond. I don't think he's a homophobe or anything, or a transphobe, as far as I'm aware. But everyone else said yes to all of them, and he just didn't say anything to any of them. Take from that what you will.
So when I was writing this speech...
Who did you vote for, Viv, if you don't mind me asking? I know it's a secret ballot, you don't have to tell me, but I suspect that wouldn't be an issue for you.
My son asked me, Dad, are you a good politician?
And I said, I'm not a good politician, I'm the goodest politician. He's a little hamster boy.
My answer was slightly different. I said probably not. But I try to be a good man. And
did you see his inauguration speech? I did, but I don't really remember much of it, if I'm entirely honest with you. It was, like, several days ago now. So I haven't got a fucking clue. Oh, pardon me. Ash Ruth. I don't really remember that one. No offence to that person. He will defend trans people against attacks. That's enough from me. Enough from you or enough for you? Okay. It can only good happen. This is true. There we go. This is literally what I wanted. That's literally what I wanted. Martin Ali's big smiley face on a hamster. Thank you. Thank you, John the Brazen. You read the specs completely correct on this one, okay? How is that problematic? He's a cute little hamster boy. That's fucking awesome. Who doesn't like hamsters? Honest to God, who doesn't like hamsters? He's an awesome little hamster. See, that's what I wanted. Not the, let's say, racially charged image that somebody else made. God. Oh, you want that as the emote? Okay, maybe. I'll save it and we'll consider. Oh, Jesus. Oh, there we go. I was hoping to get round to a slop debate bit tonight, but we've been going, fucking hell, 2.5 hours. And there's still a couple of minutes of this left. I mean, we've got time for several hate crimes between now and the end of this speech, so we could be here a while, you know?
And that's all that any of us can do. Try to be the best versions of ourselves and stand up for what's right. Now, I'm going to invite Zach and I'm going to invite Rachel on the stage with me because I want to share something from my culture. So if you'd like to come up here.
I mean, this would be the not very good politics, but amazing meme value if he gave her a burqa. That would be fucking hilarious. Like, I would fucking die. I would actually die laughing. I suspect he won't do that. I suspect he won't do that. Oh.
Now, these garlands, they're a symbol of love. They're a symbol of celebration. They're a symbol of unity. And they're a symbol of a strong bond. And that's what we've got.
Oh, that's lovely. It's all very Hawaii. I love it.
And where's Harriet? Don't worry, I haven't forgotten you. Up here. Get up here with us. Come on. Get up here.
Aloha. Oh.
And that's it. What a wonderful team we've got.
Abso-flipping-lutely. Look at them. Adorable. Absolutely adorable. You gotta love it. Where's No Justice? Well, it's somewhere in the room. But I don't know where exactly. But just somewhere. Anyway. I wonder if she's going to make a speech. Probably not, right? But, yeah. It's fucking cool, though. Anyway, you can hear all about it from her when she returns. I mean, that's a very similar image to the previous one, but yeah, that's the basic gist of it. That's Muffin the hamster. I don't think that's problematic in the slightest. I think it's adorable. Like, I know you make the point about comparing people to vermin and stuff, but like, I don't think the Nazis would have been as successful in their propaganda if they'd compared the Jews to hamsters. It was specifically rats, which people consider, dirty animals. Which, as a person who shares the city with enormogantuan rats, I can tell you is not true. They're absolutely incredibly cleanly animals in many respects. Certainly far more than the humans who piss and shit in the streets. Yeah, so yeah, the Islamic scholars are divided. I'll be honest, I don't think they are. No, it is a bit. It's a bit of silly fun. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go and lie down and think about what happened here tonight. This stream changed tonight. It became something different. For good and for bad. Honestly, that fucking drawing damn near killed me, man. Fucking hell. That was fucking mental. Love it. Don't feel bad. 8DX, man, don't feel bad. It was funny. I don't know that you intended it to be anywhere near as funny as that, but it was very funny. Oh. Right, I'm gonna go before I definitely get fucking banned. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget, if you're new here, if you're still in from the James raid and you're undecided, hit the like button. We do have some fun here. Who's going on YouTube that I can raid everyone into? Let's have a look. Some random geek is going, so I'll send you over there. Enjoy their content. And who is going on twitch.tv? Raptor Blue. I'll send you over to Raptor Blue, because I haven't been over there in a while. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully a bit earlier to do a sports one. Although I said that today, and IRL got in the way, so not a lot I can do about that, unfortunately. But yes, hopefully. If not, I'll just be back for the regular, very Tory themed, it would appear, award-winning journalism. Possibly with No Justice MTG if she's back. I have no idea if she is, though. All up in the air. We'll see. Thank you all for listening and watching. Thank you for all of your support. You people are fucking legends. Free Palestine. No passing around.